that American, where at least
Why are you trying to hide your name and badge number?
I am not.
You answer to me.
I do not.
I would like it if we could uphold the Constitution and allow freedom of press in our courtrooms. Watch out, that's a lawbreaker right here. He likes to break the law, be careful. No, I don't answer to you.
Okay,
I'm free. You're dismissed.
I am not dismissed.
Yes, you are.
Who the fuck is at my window?
Do we enforce law around here or do we enforce will?
Who the fuck are you? Shining your lights in my window!
Okay, you need to leave.
I don't have
You're
to.
dismissed.
I'm not dismissed.
You are.
Actually, I think I'll do a foot patrol in this area.
Go ahead. Don't step on my property. You will be trespassing. Live here.
Lower your voice.
You need to leave my property. You are trespassing. You are trespassing. You're going to be going to jail. Follow the law. Sing, what's your name and badge number? Why are you harassing me? Oh, you did? Were you fucking blind the 5 times you drove by? Which one of you honked at me? You can put your hands on me. We won't be needing the gloves, sir. You can take the gloves off. We don't need the gloves. Nobody needs to put their hands on me. And I do not need escorted. Leave my property now. This is private property. You are trespassing. Leave now. What is your name?
To be honest, we completely forgot what day this incident occurred, but do not despair. This recording will still shed light on a familiar subject the corrupt cops seem to be stuck on. Jessica was outside of her home when emergency personnel showed up at her neighbor's house, and of course, the corrupt cops have to make an appearance anytime there's a situation occurring in this small but ever-growing town.
Alright guys, I don't know what happened to my recording. I was recording, but I don't know if it actually caught it or not. Officer Mitchell is here. He told me to back up 150 feet. I don't know if they didn't tell me.
Keeping dad,
Is that okay? Well, I hope he's okay. I think it's just a medical issue. But if I didn't capture it, I'm pretty sure I was recording, but hang on one second. Yeah. If I didn't capture it, Officer Mitchell, he's here. As soon as I walked up, I didn't even have the camera on. I just wanted to see what was going on. And he walked up to me immediately, told me, you know the drill, 150 feet. I was like, what? Are you telling everybody else in the area? He said he was telling everybody else that was involved. There was a bunch of kids, the neighbor kids that were over there, so I was walking over here, make sure everything was okay.
Jessica, why is there 2 random cars at your house?
There's not. Those are just, that's Jen and Josh. And he told me to back up 150 feet. I said, did you take an oath to the Constitution? He said, yes, actually I did. I said, well, did you know that you cannot convert a constitutionally protected right into a crime? And he walked away. So he's threatening me with arrest for exercising my rights.
Of course, just like the rest of his fellow criminals, Officer Mitchell is unlawfully using the Indiana statute, section 35-44.1-4-2, which is the Emergency Incident Area statute. In section 2 of this statute, an officer can articulate the distance needed for the private citizenry to stay back while the public officials conduct their duties. As you'll witness throughout this recording, there's multiple individuals, including children, that get close to the incident, but Officer Mitchell refuses to enforce this statute upon anybody else. As with every officer of the CPD, they discriminate and are prejudiced towards those who exercise their rights and hold them accountable to the law. We do believe the Fourth Amendment specifically states, in part, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. These public officials can't deny or infringe on some private citizens' rights and allow others to exercise their rights. This is against the law. And speaking of law, statutes are not law. The statutes in every state of the union are agency and revision committee interpretations of what is actually in the bills from the legislature, the General Assembly in Indiana, which is the actual law. In addition, in Section 2 of Indiana Code Section 35-44.1-4-2, which defines emergency incident area, specifically states in part that the area is a specific distance less than 150 feet in all directions from the perimeter of the emergency incident area that is articulated by a law enforcement officer. As the corrupt thugs always seem to say now, step back 150 feet, the statute states that these officers have to specifically articulate the distance of less than 150 feet in all directions of the emergency incident area. That's, of course, if they or anybody else is in danger and there are private citizens within the area exercising their First Amendment right as the press, then officers can use the statute. Why? Because these officers swore an oath to uphold the constitutional law before any other so-called laws, and in this case, a statute. But these corrupt thugs rather suppress rights, endanger the lives of others, commit criminal acts, and enforce the will of their corrupt counterparts. So in other words, if the officers' lives or the lives of others are not in danger, or there's not anybody exercising their constitutional rights, then these corrupt thugs can use this statute. Otherwise, they cannot. Well, this country was made to withstand criminals and tyrannical thugs such as these cops. The defenders of rights are no different than the founding fathers who created the Constitution. We are true Americans who will fight to the death.
This is Officer Mitchell's car.
Officer Mitchell is in a few of our videos, and in our perspective is a good man. But he refuses to hold his fellow officers accountable to the law, so he is also corrupt.
I think they're bringing someone out now, so I'm not going to pan over. So I want to respect my neighbor's privacy. It's just a medical issue. Officers aren't involved. Well, they're involved, but they're not the ones that's directly dealing with the person needing assistance. But they are on scene. Oh yeah? Well, that's what I'm just hey, Cyrus, I'm just recording the police, not the person that's injured, okay? So make sure, try not to record anybody that's injured or anything, okay?
Notice how this gentleman you see walking in front of Jessica and other neighbors are in close proximity to the emergency incident, but yet they are not told to back up 150 feet. You're witnessing discrimination and bias.
Now they're not going to talk about me. Look like they were looking down here talking about me.
Tell him that he's dying.
Huh?
He's dying.
Oh, that's what he said?
Yeah. Lorna said that he's dying.
Oh, he's sick. Yeah, that's because he's sick. He may not be dying right this second, but he's sick. I think.
His leg.
Yeah, he's just got some medical issues. But that's just what happens.
Why is he yelling?
That's just what happens when you get. That's just what happens when you get old and. Oh, nuh-uh. Oh, my kids were being harassed the other day at the park. I guess this is the kid that did it. The kid, the blonde hair in the back.
Lana said that he's about to die again. Because he is!
what all happened?
Just a medical issue. But he told me I needed to get 150 feet back from all emergency vehicles. Well, he needs to tell everybody else in the area if he's going to tell me that.
That's true.
And at the time, I didn't even have the camera out whenever he first started telling me to, so I got the camera out. It's like, well, I guess that means I need to record.
She's got the audio out.
That's what?
Alright, there's the audio out.
Trying to see when Officer Mitchell comes back if I can talk to him.
It was at that house where that guy like asked me to see if I was related to someone. I was like,
really?
no.
Yeah, they're here all the time. This guy, I think he's really sick.
Yeah, he is. He was in a wheelchair.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got some issues going on.
This
They're
guy was
definitely
sitting
down here a
alone.
lot, all the time. The guy that they were putting him in there. Yeah, I don't know what he was yelling about, though. So you think it's okay to convert a constitutionally protected activity into a crime?
No, I asked you to stay 150 feet away or more.
Well, you know I'm exercising my right to freedom of press, correct? I believe you guys all understand what I'm doing. I'm not here to injure anybody.
Get any closer, otherwise you would be violating.
Well, you know that I'm exercising a right, correct? And you cannot convert a constitutionally protected right into a crime. You cannot convert a constitutionally protected right into a crime. That's against the law and against your oath.
The Indiana code says that you get within 150 feet.
Well, it doesn't matter what the code said. What matters is your oath. That's first and foremost,
Okay,
always.
I appreciate your opinion. Have a good day.
Well, it's not an opinion, sir. I want to remind all public officials to uphold their oath.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Did you witness Officer Mitchell's reaction to Jessica's lawful reminder to him that his oath comes first before any statute or code? He could care less about his oath. As aforementioned, Officer Mitchell has been in previous recordings. Let's see a small clip of the video titled "Caught Walking the Dog" by the Columbus Police Department, where Officer Mitchell makes his first appearance with the Defenders of Rights.
Is there a problem? You saw what? I don't know who you're talking about, and I don't know why you think you saw anybody or why you're trying to harass me.
I'm not.
Yeah, apparently you are.
You're approaching me and talking to me.
No, actually you're circling my house, harassing me while I take my dog out. No, you didn't see nobody. All you're doing is harassing me like the rest of the department. What's your name and badge number?
Officer Mitchell, badge number 233.
My name's Sergeant Mitchell. My badge number is 233.
Okay. And is there a reason why you're harassing me?
I'm not harassing
Apparently you are.
you. You're not detained. I don't need to speak with you.
Okay,
If
so
wish to go
if
back
you
in
don't
your
need to
house or
speak with me, why did you pull up and start approaching me?
You approached me.
No, you got out of your vehicle, and I'm asking what the problem is.
Like I said, I thought I saw a wanted subject. In
Okay, well, I'm letting you know there's no one subject here.
Okay, I appreciate your input. I'm still looking for that person.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You can go ahead and look all you want.
Not required
But I'd appreciate it if you did not look in my windows like the rest of the officers of your department, because you guys are already on the, you're already going to be sued.
Okay.
Just so you know that.
What's your name, ma'am?
You don't need to know my name.
I'd like to know it.
I don't care what you'd like to know. I don't answer to you.
Okay, you're not required to give it to me.
I know I'm not. I know the law.
Okay,
Unlike
also
other
not
people
to-
in this town,
conversation doesn't
I
need to
know
keep
the
going
law.
If you don't wish to keep talking to me.
I know the law. I don't need your instructions, officer.
I'm not giving you instructions.
You are giving me instructions and I don't need them.
I'm just letting you know.
And you're dismissed. I'm letting you know you can go now. I don't need to speak with you. I don't need your help. I don't need anything from you.
Not on your property.
If you'd like to go get me a Coke, or if you'd like to go get me a pizza, if you'd like to help me, you can go do that.
I mean, I can stand right here on the sidewalk as well.
That's fine. You can do that.
Okay. This
You're welcome to do that.
conversation with you, we're not
Oh,
fighting.
thank you. I don't need your instructions, sir.
It's not instructions. It's
Okay.
information.
I don't need your information.
Okay.
I appreciate it though. What I'd like to let you know is I'd like to not be harassed.
I'm harassing you.
You have been harassing me. You just drove around multiple times.
I drove through the area checking for a subject.
Okay. Is there anything else?
I'm done talking to you.
Okay,
I'm answering
so
your
is there
question.
any reason why you're still standing here?
I'm still looking for that person.
Okay, well, looks like you're just trying to talk to me or bother me in some way. This is what I would consider
I've
disturbing the
told you
peace.
multiple times to go
Right
back
now,
to
this
the
is a
residence.
there's nothing here but peace. Nothing here but peace. And I'd like it to continue to be peaceful. Okay, thank you. You're dismissed. Okay, you're dismissed. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Officer Mitchell, along with the other CPD officers, do not uphold their oaths and the constitutions governing the Indiana Republic. All they care about is the Indiana Code and following unlawful orders. Let's get back to the video, shall we?
These guys, they know what I'm here for. They know I'm only here to exercise my right. I'm only here for the freedom of press, to inform the public on what's going on and what our public servants are doing. I'm not here to, injure anybody, to get in the way. I'm only here for freedom of press. That's the First Amendment, guys. We have to remind our public officials that they swore an oath. They take an oath. Those codes, that stuff does not matter when it comes to the oath. When it comes to the oath, that is first and foremost always. That's why they swear and take an oath to uphold it above all, because they knew statutes would be put in place. They knew codes would be put in place to go against the Constitution. They seen that coming. They knew that would happen. That's guaranteed. Corruption is guaranteed within a government.
And the
All governments have all had corruption. That is a guarantee. The police are our first line of defense. We've got to make sure they are upholding that oath first and foremost. All right. Glad you guys are here with me. I'll see you next time.